We know that in this dark world, there are many, many more of these situations that are going unreported.
Hi everyone. So I just wanted to give you some information about this man here, John F. Clark. He was previously the United States Marshal Service Director, and he was appointed to that position in 2006 by George W. Bush. In 2010, when he left that position, he joined Lockheed Martin as their Director of Security Operations for Information Systems and Global Solutions. As you know, in my previous video connecting Lockheed Martin and the Podesta Group to Brian Podesta and the Washington Post and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, I was surprised to find out that this gentleman is actually the president and CEO of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So he has ties to Lockheed Martin, just like we saw in Don Podesta's friends list. We have Mary Morningstar, who is the chair, the general chair of Lockheed Martin. There are many, many connections here within the National Endowment for Democracy. Now that we have John Podesta working at the Washington Post, you have to understand Brian, Don, and Jane are related to John Podesta and Tony Podesta. If you don't see that, then you're blind. Just because we can't locate a paper trail because they've worked so hard to cover that, every Podesta individual within that large family compartmentalizes the associations that they have with each other. But by looking at what they're actually doing in the United States government and within lobbyist foundations and agencies, you can see they are clearly connected. I wanted to also delve into the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I wanted you to take a look at their chairman of the board, Franz Humer. Franz Humer is the chairman of a pharmaceutical company. Not only that, but he also is chairman of a multinational alcoholic beverage company. It seems kind of strange that although he's trying to help kids, he's also pushing drugs and alcohol. Seems like a conflict of interest, if you ask me. I also wanted to show you who else was on the board of directors. So we're just going to move down the board list here. And what do we see here? Jeff Koons, the artist? Have you seen Jeff Koons' work? Why on earth would this guy be on the board of directors for the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children, guys? These kinds of images are eerily familiar. Pedophiles love all things children. They use these images to attract children, to make them feel safe. Not only does Jeff Koons create strange images like this, he also does very strange images like this. Naked children, children and angels with pigs. And right in the smack in the middle of this, right smack in the middle of that exhibit is the infamous golden Michael Jackson with golden monkey. Why would you put a suspected pedophile, in the midst of all of these children, some of which are actually naked? It is beyond me. See him right over here? So let's take a look at some other Jeff Koons work. He has some pornographic work as well. Okay. I just want to show you this. You know, adding sex and fairies and butterflies together. If you know anything about monarch programming, you'll see this. And this is another example of mixing childlike fairy tale with adult sexual content. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. Why this man who's trying to help the exploitation of children on the board of directors of the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children is making art with naked children. It just seems extremely insane to me.
We know that in this dark world, there are many, many more of these situations that are going unreported.